Hi FlossTube Stitchers. I'm sitting in front of my cash register counter tonight to show you a little different part of the shop. And there's a bookshelf kind of at right angles to the counter that I change out with seasonal displays. And then next to it is a low counter with shelves, which I have a lot of product on underneath a pegboard. So that's kind of the corner that I'm in right now. My vintage stitch tonight is from Prairie Schooler book number 64 called Christmas Alphabet, which luckily was reprinted in 2017. It's so cute. The whole alphabet is cute. But at the time, I think I decided that I was going to do them in different ways. I was thinking of maybe spelling my initials out, SLH, in maybe a little picture or something. But I knew I had to do the reindeer. So I stitched him on 10 count. It's probably hickory. I've lost track of the names of the Heatherfield fabrics, but I think this is hickory because it has specks of other color in it. It just kind of looks like raw from here, but it has specks of other color running through it with number 5 pearl cotton. And at one point, years and years ago, we had somebody make us these tuck pillows using fabric that I purchased. And so I used one of those and put 4 matching buttons in the corner, and it's very cute. I need to make sure it stays high up on a shelf so that Sophie doesn't play with it, but I can't wait to put it out in one of my displays. I'm not finished yet decorating for Christmas. I'm taking my last load of Christmas pictures home tonight to fill in the spaces. I've been taking them home little by little so that I didn't completely de-Christmas the shop too early when we still had people shopping. So I will take that home tonight. And then 2 new shop models that were both stitched and custom framed by my friend Bonnie, but they belong to me. They belong to me now. The first one is called Keeping the Bees. Oops, let me try to get there. It has glass on it because of the mats. This is a $16 kit by Shepherd's Bush, and Bonnie stitched it for me for my birthday. Now, my birthday was back in April. I can't remember when she first showed it to me, but you know, Bonnie and I we don't do anything in a timely fashion. So she had shown it to me because she wanted my opinion on putting buttons on the mats. She didn't do the mat combination and artwork by Jill Rensel's studio that's on the front cover of the kit. She likes to do her own thing, and she wanted my opinion. We kind of started off with the Just Another Button Company Fimo clay buttons, and then we thought the wood buttons, I don't know, were just a little bit different, or I can't remember. I actually can't, it was over the summer and I can't remember our discussion right now, but we really liked the wood buttons, and they're from the Bee Company, and I happen to have these packs in the shop. So she did use a combination of the gold and white bees. There's actually 3 different styles because that one's all white and then that one just has white wings. And we played around with the placement, and this is what we decided on. And then at the last minute, she changed the top mat. But for every decision, she asked my opinion, which I thought was really sweet. So I knew it was coming, and I just got it back recently. I think last week or maybe the week before. I can't remember what Saturday she came in with them finished. But anyway, so this was my birthday present, and I didn't do anything for her. I didn't know we were doing it this year. We kind of we're not always consistent with the gift giving. We used to be, and then we got off track, and then she started back up again. So anyway, this is Keeping the Bees. So that will stay here for a while. I won't take it home until maybe not even till maybe May with my bee and strawberry things, because I'll put Easter out first. So anyway, but it's really pretty, and it was kind of in It was an unexpected gift. And then this was really the surprise gift. She did this in like 2 nights or something, she said. And she knew when she saw it that she had to do it for me for my Thanksgiving display. And this is HandsOn Design from her Small Gatherings series. So this is Gather Together. And this is, I believe that's a frame inside. It could be a fillet, but gosh, they keep discontinuing fillets and there's hardly any left that are interesting, but I don't know the story behind it, but I just know it's a double stack of something. And she loves to put beads on things. So can you see the tiny orange beads in the center of the flowers? She likes to do something a little bit different. So I love this. It can go up all fall. And I do have a small selection of things now that have the aqua and turquoise in them. So I was excited to get another piece. So I didn't have it back in time for Thanksgiving this year, but it'll make a really nice shop display for a while. And then I'll show you the other ones in the series. Let's see, the first one that came out was Gather Blessings, and they represent the seasons. Honestly, I can't remember if this is spring or summer. What do you think? I think this was spring. Gather Blessings. Maybe it has to do with Easter. And then the next one that came out was Gather Memories. So maybe this was considered summer. I could have looked it up, but I forgot. And then Gather Moments was the winter one, and they're $8 each. And we have these on hand right now. Obviously, I'm holding them, but I really need to do this one too. I love that. I love the, kind of border on the side that looks like it could be a bookmark or something, but I just like the style of it. It's different. So those were my 2 stitched surprises. And then the poinsettia there is from my stitchy friend Irene. She just brought it to me yesterday, and I don't have a poinsettia yet, so I'll nestle that in with some of my displays. I think maybe in the dining room. Right now I have all my Santas in the dining room, and I have my snowmen in the living room, so that's mostly like white and blue. And then, but this could go on the kitchen island too, so we'll see where that goes, or maybe a plant stand. So I'll have to remember to take that home tonight, so I have it for Christmas. And then my stitchy friend Linda also stopped by yesterday, and she brought me a red velvet miniature bundt cake from Nothing Bundt Cake, the company. I don't know, do you have that around you? It's really good. It has the cream cheese frosting. I ate half of it last night. And I was very proud of myself because honestly, I could have eaten the whole thing, but I forced myself to only eat half and save half for tonight for after the video. All right, so those were my stitchy gifts. Then, okay. Then I'm gonna show you some fabric. So first we have the Atomic Ranch last fabric of this year, and I'm sad to see the program end, but we're starting right up again in January. So I took the 20 count out of the package just so you could kind of see it in real life here, and it's just a beautiful like faded denim color. It's so pretty. It would work for winter, spring, Easter, summer. Animal pictures look good on blue. I mean, I can't imagine what wouldn't look good on this. So we obviously have the 20, and then I'm just gonna, since these are in plastic bags, I'm just gonna toss these on top of the other one. We have 8, these are quarter yards. The 20 is a half a yard because I don't have anybody participating in that count this year, so I have the half yard uncut, which means that you can custom cut it, or I could decide to do something small on it and cut it into an even number of pieces, you know, to sell for a small project. The rest of these are, well, some of them are quarter yards. So this is the 18 for $22.50. Then I have a piece of 28 Lugana for $22.50. 32 Lugana. I get the most of this because it's so popular, and also because Bonnie and I both prefer 32 Lugana if we had a choice. So I always have the 32 Lugana extra. And then I also have a half yard uncut of the 40 count linen. So 20 and 40 is what I have that can be custom cut, and the others are quarter yards. Then Zweigart had two new colors in their Lugana line. This is Cookie, and it's 25 count. And there's not really a perfect match of DMC, but it's kind of in the, what did I say, 437, kind of in that category. It kind of looks like a warm baked cookie. It's a little bit, the color looks a little lighter on screen, I guess. It's a little, I think it's a tiny bit darker than how it's appearing. And then this piece is a 28, and the color name is Safari. That's actually looking pretty good on camera. It's kind of an odd color, isn't it? I'm thinking that an all black design, like a bee, or a bee theme, or Halloween or fall, even Christmas, because it's kind of like a greenish gold color. I think it's interesting. And whenever Zweigart has new colors, I get them sight unseen. I mean, why not? It's not as expensive as hand-dyed, and designers will probably catch up eventually and end up stitching something on it. So I just automatically get it. All right, so that was the fabric. Then I will show you some new charts that we got in. Some of these are Halloween because they kind of came in at an odd time, like before Thanksgiving maybe, or maybe they were out of stock and I had to reorder them. So they came in after I did the last video where I could have shown you charts. All right, let's see. I'm gonna show these and just put them right back in order. So we have 11 and 12 of the Fabulous House series from Cottage Garden Samplings. Samplings? Yeah, Samplings. I tend to get her name wrong. There's a lot of companies with garden in it, and I never remember what comes after it. So I really like this. I don't do all of the series because it's too much for me to concentrate on. I don't mean that I can't handle it. I just mean it wouldn't be worth it for me to do like 12 of something like that. It would take up a lot of stitching time. So I always hope that a customer will do it, or at least send me a photo of theirs. And then number 12 is the log cabin. I really like this one too. I love the squirrel. I love the log cabin, the green on the side. But I think if I were to pick one from the whole year, the haunted house was speaking to me. She came out with a number 13, a surprise one called Tudor House, but I won't get that till January. Then Darling and Whimsy had new designs in their Quirky Quaker series. These were the little size. So she's got elephant, giraffe, Mothman, and zebra. And then she has this larger style chart. She's calling these wild whimsies. So there's bunny and bat. I like that one too. All right, then from Jeanette Douglas, Chubby Squirrel. I think it came out earlier. I can't remember if it was out of stock at the distributor or if I just sold the first one and reordered it so I could show it to you. I do have some squirrels in my fall displays So I am always attracted to squirrel designs. Then she has a Happy Life for Christmas. I think I showed you the autumn one already. So this is set 1. And this is set 2. These are both $10. And then Where Love Resides from Leela's Studio. This is $13. That would look really nice in my house with all the blue. Then Little House Needleworks. This is was this the last one? Number 9 in her log cabin series. I would like this as a standalone piece too with that little snowman guy. And then Santa's Helper. Yeah, I want to stitch the deer too. My list is getting long for next year. Then Hallelujah from Madame Chantilly. Quaint Rose Needle Arts is kind of a new company for me. I might have discovered her at the online market, and so I finally started ordering her designs. This is Gingerbread Village. I don't have all of my gingerbread out this year. I don't have any of it out right now. I think last year I decided I needed more stitching before I do the whole like kitchen hutch in gingerbread. This is Jingle All the Way Dear for $12. Did I say what that last one was? $16, because there's so many projects in that one. Spooky Mansion, and this is on that Grandpa sleeve by XJU Design that everyone loves. This one's $9. I really like this one too. And I think I'd have to stitch it on that fabric because it's so awesome. Scissortail Designs has this whole series of squares. So this is Christmas on the square. This is $12 and it includes 1 button. The automatic from Stitching with the Housewives came. This is the February Blooming Roots, Wild Rose Lane. This is $10. You get both of those projects. The January word swap is Snowmen, also $10. Standalone chart is Let Us Adore Him. Then from Tra La La, we have Mr. and Mrs. Pumpkin. Waxing Moon Designs has Christmas Court. I could see some of those things being stitched as smalls or ornaments. There's a lot of cute things there. And then a couple reprints from the Prairie Schooler recently, Christmas Trees 2. I've always loved this series, and I believe there was a time when the fabric was discontinued and then kind of nobody came up with a substitute. It was done on 18 count, and there weren't as many colors on 18 back then. And I mean, you could do them on a different count and make them bigger, of course, but now that we have all these overdyed companies, I'm sure there's something else we could use now. So I love that one. And then I have this book at home too, In the Woods. I was always going to do the rabbit and then probably a couple other ones, the squirrel, the fox, the chipmunk. And I like the way they finish these, just fringed. You don't have to sew to finish an ornament that way. Just make sure the back is the same fabric as the front. You're good to go. Then we have a couple, I guess you'd call these partial kits because there's no thread in them. These are from Val Stuff. The Giving Season is in her ornament series. It's $12. And let's see, there's no chart on the back, so I can show you what it comes with. There's some sparkly thread and the button and the hanger. I think the black looks like thread, but it's actually probably the hanger. And then Once Upon a Snowman also comes with the jingle bell and the ribbon. Very cute. And, you know, I could probably stitch one of these up and have it done before my next video. And then Dear Santa, she shows it as a stocking, and then she shows the snowman separately, and then she kind of scoots it over, and if you don't want to do a stocking, you can do a vertical design. I've seen a few other designers do that, and I think it's very helpful. We don't all do stockings. So, and it probably doesn't take that much extra time when they're designing, you know, to just do another page and scoot it over. So I really appreciate that. And that comes with the little piece of felt and the candy cane trim. So those were new charts that have come in. I'm waiting for the Plum Street Sampler Auto, and also the Teresa Kogut Christmas order has not come yet, so I won't be able to show you those until after the new year. Okay, then my whips, I started checking several times and got distracted, but I'm pretty sure I have stitched a few more things since I last showed you Christmas Magic by Primrose Cottage. I think I did, I either finished or did the whole word Christmas, and I did Merry, and I think I did the bell and the present. So it really shouldn't take that long to finish. I thought it would be done by now, but you know, with the holidays, there are some extra entertainment opportunities, and I'm not always home at night, so that's not done yet. Then the other piece that I have to show you is the December all piled up from Ladybug Stitches. And the reason it's off center is because I was stitching, I think I was stitching this last tree over here, so I wanted plenty of room. And I didn't move it out of the hoop. So I just have to do a couple trees. I'm sorry, the trunks of the trees. So I'm doing them in a padded, I don't know if you can tell, a padded satin stitch, just to be different, just to add a specialty stitch to each one of these monthlies. And then I can't remember if I actually explained this, because I know the first time I interrupted myself, but I think I showed this twice, so I might have already told you. I don't know if you notice, but the upside down and, well, all of the trees are stitched in a manner so that it looks like they're vertical. They're, you know, oh, I don't know how to explain it. The motion of the hand-dyed thread, you know, always looks like it's going vertically for the tree, even if the tree's on its side. So the only weird thing about that is that the thread is a little thick in those areas on the back of the tree, but it does give you a really nice place to wind your tails under. So there, you know, that's an advantage. But anyway, this could have been done too. It really could. Really, all I have are those tree trunks. I literally finished the last tree today. So Saturday we went to the Cleveland Orchestra concert and out to dinner afterwards. That was an entire day. We left at like 11:30, and you know, we were gone all day. And then on Sunday, my brother stopped by our house to visit on his way back home to Chicago. So I didn't do a video or get much stitching done on that day. Then on Monday night, we had another Universal Yums dinner at my brother Mark's house. And George and I picked up, well, the theme was, the country of the night was Korea. So we picked up bibimbap, and it was really good. It was our first time eating from there. My niece had suggested it. So we had some Korean barbecue and purple rice and sweet potato noodles, and it was really good. And you know, that's the subscription box that you get that will give you ideas for food, trivia, fun facts about the country, how to pronounce certain words. And anyway, it's a really fun evening. So no stitching was done that night. And then on Wednesday, my niece Caitlin and I went for tacos and margaritas at Condado, and then we went to see Wicked. And Wicked is a long movie, so that took the really kind of the whole evening on Wednesday. So anyway, I've watched a lot of Hallmark while I'm stitching, but I just didn't have quite enough stitching time to get those two things finished. They might be done before Christmas, but I didn't really have a deadline. It's just I have other things in the wings that I want to start. And I also have not chosen my projects for the NYE 12 by 12. I'm going to do that again, and I might do the same thing I did last year where I have 6 whips and 6 new starts. And today is kind of my, even though we weren't open today, it's Sunday, but today was my last official day that I knew I'd be working at the shop. But I don't know if I have everything I need at home, so I'll probably be coming back again before New Year's Eve to get some more supplies once I make my decisions for that day's stitching projects. So I think I covered everything. I wish you the happiest of holidays, and I hope you have time to stitch and you have quality time with your family and good food and cookies and hot chocolate and all the things. And we will see you again after the new year starts. Probably my first video will be the Christmas slideshow. Of course, if it's not long enough, I can always tack on some speaking as well, but that's my plan right now. So I won't see you until 2025. Okay, thanks for watching.